All right, y'all gonna have to roll with me on this one. I actually recorded this video and I was about to upload it, but as I was typing out the title, there was one last thing I wanted to add in here. All right, so I was talking about how I had the thought this morning of X marks the spot. Very cryptic in my mind. I was like, okay, X marks the spot. I don't get that, because the universe will give you hints. But hey, God, hey, yo, universe, yo, help me out a little bit. So then I was like, all right, bet. So then I just sat there and waited for an answer to come to me. Then I got the word eternal and external, right? Now, these words are literally the same thing except for that letter X. So I was like, okay, what's the correlation here? I waited for the answer. The eternal is the unseen. That's why Neville Goddard, he says, like, you have to have faith in the unseen reality. When you were having thoughts and you're doing a mental picture, technically you can see it, but the world, no one else can really see that. You can't even really see it. You can't see it through your eyes. You just kind of picture it in your mind. That is like that's the eternal. The visible light spectrum, like the sun that's hitting me right now. It's that we only see some of that light. All that type of stuff. Our thoughts are above measurement. How long does it take to have a thought? How long does it take a thought to start? It's above measurement. So something that fast, something that immeasurable slows down into our lives to the point that we can actually sense it, touch it, hold it, see it, experience it in our physical reality, right? Okay, so the eternal and external, the only difference is that letter X, okay? X, like, xylophone, X-ray, okay? But then let's look at that letter X as a symbol, right? Let's look at it as a symbol. If we look at the letter X, like in mathematics, it's a symbol. It's no longer like 1x 2 equals 2. It's like, no, 1 times 2. That same shape takes on a different meaning, okay? So with that same thought process, let's look at it in some type of spiritual hippy-dippy type of way, right? Okay, so the best way I can articulate is like, look at the letter X. Some people see it as 2 lines, right? Now me, I'm like a big kid in my head. So I see them as 2 alligators back to back. All right, so I'm trying to get y'all to see how I see it. It's 2 alligators back to back, like the 2 brackets. Like if you look at your keyboard, it's the 2 brackets. So we got the one bracket that comes in. Yeah, so we got the bracket that comes in, and then on the other side is the bracket that goes out. So if we look at this as some hippy-dippy manifestation type of way, the eternal is starting to condense down to this point right here, right? And then on the other side, it's going on the external. So it condenses the eternal, that immeasurable thing, whatever, all that type of thought process stuff that's going on in the higher dimensions, it comes down, it condenses to the point, and then there's the intersection in the middle of the X. We are that person. We are the X, right? And then it condenses down in our mind. It turns from just a thought, and it gets put into our physical reality. It gets projected kind of like a movie theater. If you look at the light in the projector, it goes out, it fans out into our external reality. So I was like, oh snap, okay. But then as I was typing the title for this video, I actually noticed something, another way to think about it. We are that X. We are the X in the external. We are the bridge between the invisible to the visible. But really, just like you put on your kid hat, become a little kid for a second. If the letter X, if you put like a little circle over it, it looks like a little person. It looks like a little person, 2 arms, 2 legs, with a little head on top. It becomes a person. We are literally the bridge. Our bodies, our meat sacks, our biological mechanisms are the bridge between. We are the interpreters. We are the tool. We are the system that interprets the unseen, and then our brains interpret the unseen and make it into our reality. That's why if you envision something, you are working with the unseen forces, and then that's why things come into manifestation. I hope that made sense, because literally all that just came out like one breath in my head. So I hope that made sense, but please let me know if I need to clarify that anymore. But at the very least, I hope that made you think about something. Till the next one.